I feel bad. And I was going to give you the link, but I can't find it. Jimmy DiResta, April Wilkerson, and somebody else, they were given 10 tips as a little video. And one of the tips that Jimmy DiResta talked about is one that I did all the time, and it's kind of a modification of what I use for cutting when I cut off the tailgate. So I gave him credit for giving the suggestion, although, you know, that's kind of like one of the ones that I knew. And I felt bad, but I'm not copying him. It just so happens the timing was such that I'm showing basically the same thing. The thing is with me, I don't use, like he uses, just takes and shoves a stick in there. I don't do that anymore. I used to. Now I go ahead and I set a couple of 2x4s in there so there's more substantial holding power. And let the 2x4 support a lot more of the weight. And because as I get older, it doesn't work the same. Another thing that I do, and I do it for smaller sheets, like thinner sheets, like half-inch, things like that, and only when I only have a couple of them in there because it's such a pain in the butt to do. But like when you're pulling it out and you're cutting them in half, you've got a lot of teetering effect going on. And so I normally have a piece of plywood sitting on top of the one I'm cutting so that I have the extra weight to kind of help balance it and hold it down. This particular part that I'm going to show you now, I only have one sheet. I was cutting them into 24-inch pieces, and the cuts were fine. The cuts were good. This is the first time that I've had the opportunity to use my cutting guide, and I like it. If there's a couple things that I would do different next time, maybe. But in all honesty, it works good, and it cuts good. But I think that it's too tall for that little saw that I've got, and so I'm going to go back in and look and see. I've got a regular 7¼ inch, electric saw that I probably use for thicker stuff, and I just have to make sure that see that if I have enough enough distance on that to be able to cut it off and make the part on it. If not, then I guess I'll be making another one, and maybe I'll even do a video on that one. So anyway, here's the footage of me cutting and using it, and there's a couple tips that are in there. And Mr. DiResta, I'm very sorry. I'm doing a couple of projects that I'm cutting panels on 2 foot. And so I figured I'd use my at the time when I bought it, a $25,000-$30,000 sheet holder. One of the things, one of the tips that I wanted to talk about, whenever you buy sheet goods, buy a couple of 2x4s, construction grade. I don't know if you can see underneath there. They're cheap. This way, you gotta lift it off the bed. You can work it off, and you can work your sheets down right here on the bed, going inside. Especially like for me, because I usually don't work with anything bigger than 4 foot, and I'm getting old and decrepit and have a hard time handling anything bigger than a 4 foot sheet. So I usually cut them down and then bring them in. This time around, I just happen to be some crummy weather, so I'm doing this now since it's nice out. And the other thing about it is that I feel kind of bad, so I'm going to show you another tip. And Jimmy DiResta showed this tip already, but I've been doing it a long time and had planned on showing you this during the same time. But I'll give him credit, he did it, and I'll give you the link to his tip section. But by putting the 2x4s underneath it, as we cut along, I'll slide the 2x4 out, and it'll keep the sheet from falling on it. I got it all set using my There's the high-tech sawing guide. And we just run that saw right along that guide. Okay, quick stop. Slide that 2x4 out from underneath, and now it's supporting it. Now let's go ahead and finish that cut. Excuse my behind. Now, if it's a 3/4 inch sheet, I will take, and I don't have it far enough, but I will actually take and pull the other 2x4 out to help hold this, but I'm actually kind of strong enough to be able to hold this on its own. Drop it. There it is. Nice, pretty straight cut, 2 foot wide. Okay, so this cut's a little different. I am going to go ahead and pull this 2x4 back, cut it about here, and then pull that 2x4 out to help support it, because as you can see, it's kind of flimsy on the back end. I've also got more weight on this end, but it's not a problem. Now this piece is still being supported by this 2x4. So I'm going to run this one till about here and pull that 2x4 back. Nice, clean, straight cut. Nice, clean, straight cut, done cycling. So the next time you go to buy sheet goods, throw a couple 2x4s on the bottom. If you're buying, and I see this a lot with people around here, if you're buying sheetrock, it's best to have a piece of a few 2x4s across the bottom, and then a piece of cheap plywood across it, and then lay your sheetrock on it, because that'll help support and cushion it as it's going down the road and keep it from cracking. There are a number of people that I see driving around with sheetrock hanging over the end, either in their cars or in their smaller trucks, and chips just falling off. I don't know how they ever get them home. Give the guy credit for what credit's due. You know what I mean? Well, hey, thanks for watching. Sure do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. If you want to see more of this content, just let us know in the comment field. See ya.